Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand.
Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beatin the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Game announcements, news releases, jackpots, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep sending those in. Love hearing from everybody out there. We're going to start off this week with some news coming out of Maryland.
Maryland, okay.
MGM National Harbor, to be exact.
All right.
Now, MGM National Harbor, by the way, beautiful property.
Absolutely. No, it's great.
They have just debuted the very first designated Ultimate Fire Link zone within an MGM Resorts Global property.
Okay.
That's a big way of saying it's the first one in an MGM property.
So is that one of those, I'm doing air quotes right now for people who's listening on the radio or podcast, is that one of those lounges,
yes.
Those slot lounges that are like, I think I saw one in Atlantic City I forgot what it was. It was
there was a lightning
Dollar
link.
Storm Lightning Link or something.
Well, we're starting to see these all over the place. We're seeing Lightning Link ones. We're seeing the Buffalo lounges. I even saw somebody announce a Buffalo lounge on a cruise ship.
Okay.
So we're starting to see these designated areas for specific games.
By the way, this Ultimate Fire Link zone, it's called the zone, but I did a story on this, or we talked about Ultimate Fire Link.
There is a new online game that combines Ultimate Fire Link and
There's
Cash
a couple
Falls.
Games that combine two games, so I think this is one of them. Something by the Bay or something. Ultimate Link Fire by the Bay or whatever it's called.
That one's Ultimate Fire Link Cash Falls by the Bay.
Okay, I
Cash Falls is one. Ultimate Fire Link is another. By the way, among the 48 different Ultimate Fire Link slots in this designated zone, we do have Ultimate Fire Link by the Bay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Wait. I thought that was just an online thing. So
no. They're both
okay.
Physical games.
Physical games.
Yeah.
Okay. Physical. They're both real games.
Real games.
In the real world, huh?
Brick and mortar, retail, however you want to say it. But this is designated. It's a 2,400 square foot venue for players who are devoted to the Ultimate Fire Link gaming brand. That's how the release was phrased.
Can I just say, you doing this story, I mean, you sent me a list of the different Ultimate Fire Link games.
They listed 15 of them. There are more than that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, it's should I try and read them all?
Well, first of all, like I said, there's 48 different ones.
All right.
They only listed 15.
They only listed here are 15 of them. Ultimate Fire Link Ultra Bank China Street, Ultimate Fire Link Cash Falls China Street.
Cash Falls Ultimate Fire Link combo.
Ultimate Fire Link Riverwalk, Ultimate Fire Link Country Lights, Ultimate Fire Link North Shore, Ultimate Fire Link Glacier Cold, Ultimate Fire by the Bay, that's the one you're talking about. Ultimate Fire China Street, Ultimate Fire Olvera Street, Ultimate Fire Link Rue Royale, Ultimate Fire Link Double Explosion, Ultimate Fire Link Triple Nova Desert Nights, Ultimate Fire Link Triple Nova Paradise Light, Ultimate Fire Link Route 66, and Ultimate Fire Link Power 4. That's only 15 of them, and that's the ones they those are definitely in that Ultimate Fire Link zone. In
they're
National
15
Harbor.
Of the 48.
They're 15 of the 40. My goodness.
I don't know what the other remaining...
How many machines do they have in this Link zone or Ultimate Fire Link zone?
I'm assuming some of these may have multiple games on one machine. You know, you flip between a couple different things.
Can I tell you...
We've seen that with video poker and stuff.
That is such a big thing in the casino industry now, doing these specific zones for these specific types of games, and also what's really big for casinos is the high limit player area. So this makes so much money for casinos.
Yes.
It's great. So.
Well, it's really interesting to see how they're using these specific brands of games to actually create a new experience for the customer. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of all this is about, is creating. It's the same games you've played in other parts of the casino,
sure.
but this is a new customer experience where if you like the Ultimate Firelink games, personally, I'm not tied to one game. Some people love these games.
I got to be honest with you. I don't know if I've ever played it. I know they're online Firelink. Maybe I'll try it out just to prepare myself when I go to National Harbor and check it out. But, so I'll check it out.
I have yet to try the combo game that we talked about last week. Which
I got to try that out.
Which is on a couple different places.
That's called Ultimate Firelink Cash
Falls
by the Bay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but we have Ultimate Link Cash Falls China Street in the zone here.
Yeah.
And then you have Ultimate Firelink by the Bay, which all ties all a lot of stuff together right there. So you have them individually if you want to do that. But again, 48 different Ultimate Firelink slot machines in a 2,400 square foot venue in MGM National Harbor, right by the entrance to the casino floor, right from the conservatory, which is a really beautiful area to walk into the property.
I'll give it a shot.
That's it for the news. We're going to start talking casino jackpots right after this.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation, and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audienhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
Welcome back to Beatin the House. We're going to start off our casino jackpot section going over to the great state of California.
Okay.
Matter of fact, another brand new casino we're going to start off with. We started off with a brand new one last week. We're starting off with a brand new one for the show this week. Over in California, we've got Gold Country Casino Resort.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think we've ever talked about this one.
No.
So it's brand new to our show. It's not a brand new casino.
No,
right?
Like I said, it's the first time we're having Gold Country in Oroville, California.
Okay.
Oroville.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But it's new casino, but a very familiar game.
New casino to our show.
Yeah. But a very familiar game to our show.
Yeah.
Dancing Drums.
Okay. Yeah.
We have the Dancing Drums Ultimate Explosion slot machine, which is, I think it's the third in the series.
Dancing Drum has a lot. I'm not sure if they have as many as the Ultimate Firelink that I just read off, but they do have a lot of versions of it.
Yeah, it's usually Dancing Drums, Dancing Drums Explosion, then Dancing Drums Ultimate Explosion was the build upon from those two.
I'll tell you, I won some good money on Dancing Drum, so I like dancing. It has a warm spot in my heart. It has a special place.
Well, we have a $5.88 bet.
Okay.
On the Dancing Drums Ultimate Explosion slot machine on a Monday afternoon.
Okay.
Paid out $1,328,883.40.
Okay.
So
there's some excitement on a Monday afternoon for you.
By the way, if you're watching us on TV, Gold Country sent over some video from their place, and pretty cool looking resort.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I never actually took a look at it. I've seen the name before, Gold Country Casino Resort, but I've never actually looked at it.
I haven't seen any video, so
Beautiful.
I'll be very interested to. You show me the video after we're done here.
Yeah. So. Staying in California, we're going to a very familiar property, Thunder Valley Casino Resort.
That's the one I heard of.
Yes. And we're going to go to another familiar game.
Okay.
Dragon Link.
Another Link.
We have a Dragon Link in the high-limit slot room of Thunder Valley Casino Resort. We have a $5 bet on the Dragon Link high-limit slot machine.
All right.
I don't know if the $5
Not a high limit.
bet
when you said high limit area, I was thinking a little more than $5. But hey, that's my speed though. I like $5 bets.
Well, sometimes that may be the lowest setting for a high limit slot. I don't know. It also could refer to the payout scale too for these high limit slot bets. Dragon Link, and we have a Friday evening jackpot from a $5 bet. $549,330.
Nice.
So
starting the weekend off right.
And according to the release I got from Thunder Valley, their high-limit slot room has private seatings in some areas for their players.
Nice.
Over 270 machines are designated as part of the high-limit slot.
Wow, these things are huge. I don't think I've been in a high-limit slot room that's that big. I mean, the one in the slot area that you're talking about, MGM in Maryland, sounds huge with the amount of games and the amount of space this has in Thunder Valley. It sounds huge.
Well, Thunder Valley is a beautiful property too. We're leaving California now, and we're heading to Florida.
Was it Hard Rock?
No, this is Seminole Casino Immokalee.
Okay.
We've had Immokalee on several times.
Yeah, no.
And it's a place that always pays out. And it's kind of fun to listen to what goes on here at Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. We have a pair of jackpots to talk about, totaling $348,722. Both of them happen within 5 days, a 5-day span.
Okay.
We've got a guest winning on a progressive jackpot 3-card poker.
Okay. Yeah.
On a Tuesday for $156,617. And then we have on a Friday the guest from Cape Coral, Florida, another local person playing in the area, $192,105 on a progressive jackpot, 3 7 of diamonds on blackjack.
Okay.
Don't know what that means.
I mean, if I ever saw that game on a casino floor, I'd have to stop and learn the rules before I started playing. That's what that means.
But it could also be multi-deck.
Okay.
Paying out the same 3 7 of diamonds on blackjack. So
I wonder if there'd be a learning curve for me. You walk up to these there's so many different types of table games out there with so many different rules. I would guess the first couple of hands I would, like if I went to 3 7 of diamonds on blackjack, I guess I'd have to get my bearings a little bit. The first couple of hands probably won't be pretty for me until I get the hang or the gist of the game. But no, it's one of those things where you really got to learn the rules before you jump in on it.
And the side bets.
Yeah, on the side bet.
That's got to be a side bet. 3 7 of diamonds triggering a progressive.
There's an art form of that, doing your progressive bets on the side. So you got to learn how to do that.
Next, and I said at the top, we crisscross the country. We're going right back out to California.
Back to California, huh?
Yamava Resort and Casino.
Yamava.
Yes.
Resort and Casino.
We have a very familiar game paying out, Dollar Storm.
Dollar Storm. That's another one of those things where, they're in a certain area of the casino or a certain lounge or something like that.
Well, we've got a $3 bet on the Dollar Storm machine, hitting for $138,689.81.
See, that's great. I love that $3 bet.
Yes,
that's just great.
Now this is actually a Southern California casino as opposed to the other two.
Okay,
and we have Yamava at 65-mile drive east from Los Angeles, still Southern California. They call it.
All right,
7,200 slot machines on the property.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a big size casino.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's actually one of the few casinos every time I see an ad for like Jay Leno giving away a car, he's always doing it with Yamava.
Really? Okay,
yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's always doing
that
car
number,
giveaways.
that 7,200 slot machines.
Yes.
I've seen like places that are opening and they tell you what they have on the gaming floor. And a lot of them are boasting, we got 1,500 slot machines. Oh, this place has like 7,200.
They're big properties over in California.
Lots of games.
Now we're leaving California, and we're ending up in a very familiar spot over in Nevada, Las Vegas. We have Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas.
Okay.
We've got our first table game Well, no, actually it's not, because this is our first poker table game.
Okay. No, we had the blackjack.
Blackjack,
thing,
yeah.
so.
Mississippi Stud Poker.
All right.
We have a royal flush being dealt out here to Thursday evening player. Let's see, set for just a little over an hour.
Okay.
Hit a royal flush on the mega progressive jackpot playing Mississippi Stud Poker. $128,774 jackpot.
Okay.
No word on the bet size.
All right.
So, but he was playing Mississippi Stud Poker. We don't hear too many Mississippi Stud Poker.
Yeah, once in a
jackpots.
while. We get a lot of pie gal things.
Yes.
We get a lot of blackjack table games. So, no, it's, we've got a couple, but not a lot of Mississippi Stud.
No. That's it for this week's Casino Jackpots. We'll be right back to discuss some lottery jackpots. Welcome back to Beatin the House. We're going to start off our lottery jackpots in our own backyard in the state of New Jersey.
Okay.
We've got a $3 scratcher for Win for Life. That's the scratcher's name, a $3 scratch ticket.
See, that's not bad.
No.
I like
Reasonable.
No, absolutely. I'm hearing all these scratch tickets are like $50 now and $20, and it's good to see a $3 one. Well, what is the $3 one? So I know it.
Win for Life.
Win for Life.
That's the name of the game.
All right.
And this all occurred because a couple was having an argument about where to buy the ticket.
Ah, okay.
Yes, they couldn't figure
well,
out.
Whoever
they were
decided
out,
on where they played it is the winner of that argument.
They were out for a date night, according to the press release, and I don't know why the New Jersey Lottery goes into such detail. But you got to like it.
There are very creative PR people in New Jersey, and might as well. An intriguing story is always helpful to the what you're doing for a press release, so that's good.
The husband wanted to buy it in one town.
The sea was angry that night, my friends.
It sounds like that, yeah. But no, the husband wanted to buy it in one town. The wife said, I'm going to buy it here. And she just said, forget you. I'm going to go buy it. Okay. So she went into the Lucky 7 Deli, the fried chicken place.
By the way, it sounds like a very tense date night. It sounds like. What the hell was that all about?
I think that's just how couples. It's a Jersey couple. They're going to argue.
I guess so. So what was it? Nutley? You said? All right.
So she went in, and she got a $10 scratch ticket, and then she also got a couple $3 Win for Lifes.
Okay.
So what happened was, most of the tickets didn't win except the one Win for Life.
All you need is one.
$1.5 million jackpot.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
One of the 3 coveted top prizes of the Win for Life scratcher.
So I'm thinking from now on that guy is just going to listen to his wife wherever she wants to buy lottery tickets. Let her buy the lottery tickets.
Look, it's Jersey. They're not going to listen to each other.
Well, if the guy bought the tickets where he wanted to and nothing won, I mean, she'll never.
How would you know?
I know
Looking
that.
Looking back on
that.
it, yeah.
Well,
Oh no, she's going to lord this over him for quite a while.
No.
So he's in a bad spot right now with his wife.
Right.
There,
well, he got $1 million, but it's
a good way to get into a bad spot.
That's all right.
Yes,
that's okay. So just listen to your wife. I guess.
Exactly. Now we're going to leave New Jersey. As a matter of fact, we're going to leave the United States. We're going up to Canada.
All right.
We've got a Western Canada Lottery Corporation story. Mm-hmm. This is a Canadian man winning the lottery for the 4th time.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, were these big wins or?
I will go through this. He has. He did $1 million on May 3rd.
Wow. Okay.
$1 million in November of 2024.
So these aren't like $5,000 each. These are like million. These are
$500,000 in August of 2024. Yeah. And let's see. He now has $2.5 million in less than 1 year.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. And the first win was back in 2013 for $250,000.
Oh, so he was just warming up in 2013.
Yeah, he had to build up to it.
He only had $250,000 he won. Then he won $500,000, then $2 million. Oh,
exactly.
My goodness. Oh, my God.
So he's got, in less than a year from this last one, he's got $2.5 million plus the $250,000
That's
from the
officially
other time.
his job.
Yes.
Playing the lottery.
That's all he needs to do.
That's his occupation.
Yes.
If you looked at his resume, it says, I play the lottery.
Yes, and this one
There's no need to do anything else.
This one was the Lotto 649 Gold Ball Draw.
All right. Well, whatever it is, it worked out.
Very interesting game, and I would recommend anyone go take a look at this game. It's very interesting. I'd love to see something like this in the United States. It's really kind of complicated because there's so many different moving parts to it. Mm-hmm. Simply, it's 49 balls, six draws on 49 balls, and then there's a gold ball.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the simple explanation. There's a lot more to it, but congratulations, 4 times the charm for this Canadian man up there.
All right.
Last story of the week, we're leaving Canada, getting back in the United States, and heading over to the Virginia Lottery.
Virginia Lottery, by the way, Lotto 21, you sign up with that, you get a special sign-up offer, and you get to enjoy all the Virginia Lottery games. There you go.
We have here several Pick 4 players in Virginia winning the Pick 4.
It must have been like a weird number, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will read off the number.
0, 0, 0, 0. It's always
4, 4, 4, 4.
Yeah. See those weird numbers.
Yes.
There's, if it comes out, there's going to be a lot of winners because people play weird numbers, I guess.
The 4, 4, 4, 4, the quad 4s for the Pick 4.
See, I would never play anything like that,
No.
and that's why I haven't won, obviously. But no, I would never. That's just too odd, The chances of your numbers coming out are astronomical. The chances of 4, 4, 4, 4 coming out are probably even more.
Well, the Virginia Lottery took it on the chin with this one.
Okay, how many people?
According to the release,
all right,
a player who matches all 4 numbers on a $1 wager wins $5,000.
Okay.
Players wagered on this one draw, the June 3rd draw.
Okay.
$438,939, and they walked away, all the winners totally. They didn't say how it broke down, but they walked away. The lottery had to pay out $7.9 million.
Wow.
On those winnings.
That's the problem, Normally those numbers don't come out like that because, it's incredibly rare, but people play numbers like that. People play,
yes.
And especially, what was it, $1?
$1 draw.
Where else can you play lottery for $1? I can't believe it's
not in New Jersey.
Yeah, I can't believe it's still $1. So I might as well, hey, $1, put my numbers out, $1, let me do something weird like 4-4-4-4.
I'm still coming to grips with the $5 Mega Millions.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I haven't bought Mega Millions.
Every retailer I talk to doesn't know anyone who bought a Mega Millions.
I like the fact they all have to put up signs and
it's now Mega Millions.
Yeah, they all have to, because people still don't know yet that they're $5.
They order them and then they give them back to them before buying them. So
I've seen some signs, homemade signs. I mean, probably Mega Millions should probably have made signs for the retailers who do this, but I've seen retailers who make their own signs and say, hey, Mega Millions are $5 now, so just know it before you order it.
But when it was all said and done, the Virginia Lottery paid out 18 times what it took in on that drawing for the Pick 4.
Wow.
So congratulations there.
Congratulations, everyone.
And you know what? Good job by the Virginia Lottery for paying that out.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't play numbers like that. 4, 4, 4, 4. So.
But that's it for this week's Beatin the House. Congratulations to the winners we talked about. There's a lot more winners out there. We only do $100,000 or more. A lot more winners out there. Congratulations to all the lottery, casino, slots, Keno, jackpot, table games, all that stuff. Congratulations to everybody. Game announcements, press releases, jackpot announcements, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. Love hearing from everybody.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.